Hello, my very good friends. Today, our three books are Holding On, Old Friends, and City Day. One, two, three. First, Holding On. Words by Sophia Lee, pictures by Isabel Roxas. This is a big book with big pages. Holding On. There is always singing in Lola's house. That's Lola. My summers there are filled with so much music. Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. in the morning, Ella Fitzgerald and Dean Martin in the afternoon, and in the evening, all the Tagalog love songs I can think of. We listen to Laura Honor and Basil Valdez sing with so much feeling. They were Lolo's favorites, Lola tells me. Lola sings and hums and beats along, fingers dancing, hips swaying. If you want to hold on, you gotta sing your songs, she tells me. What do you hold on to, Lola? I ask. You, my little darling, she whispers, sweeping me up into a hug. In the winters when I am away from Lola and I'm missing her hugs the most, I think of the ways she holds on. She holds on to my baby bottle even though I've grown too big for it. She holds on to my favorite princess pajamas, now too small, by sewing the fabric into a beautiful quilt for colder nights. She holds on to my favorite childhood dish by making me rice with adobo and mashing ripe bananas to make each bite just a little bit sweeter. She holds on to the old pictures I drew and hangs them on her walls next to her favorite pictures of Lolo and our family. In my summers with her, I learn how to hold on too. I hold the pot still when she stirs the singang and drops the vegetables plop, plop into the broth. I hold her bell. Oh, I skipped a paragraph. Sorry. I hold my breath when we listen every night for Lola's lotto numbers to be drawn. We close our eyes and imagine all the things we would do if we won. I hold her belly when we dance and sing along to Lolo's favorite songs. Hold her hand even tighter when her voice breaks because she's remembering him. It's important to remember, Lola tells me. So I listen to her stories and remember with her. We remember the story of when she and Lolo met, how he asked her to dance on the street because he could hear a love song in the distance, and the dress she wore on the day they got married, and how smart Lolo looked in his barong Tagalog. We remember how the wedding music made them feel like they were dancing on clouds. We remember the day I was born, how my loud cries pleased Lola because it meant I had good, strong lungs. And we remember how Lola and Mama would sing me to sleep on nights when I woke up fussy. I learned how to sing because of Lola. I learned Lola's favorite songs and then my own, and her house would be filled with the sound of our memories. There are days when Lola doesn't remember, when Lola is quiet and still. So I start to sing Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. in the morning, Ella Fitzgerald and Dean Martin in the afternoon. And all throughout the evening, Lolo's favorite Tagalog love songs. It is my way of being with Lola, of letting her know that it's okay if she doesn't remember sometimes. I'll remember for her. I'll hold on to all that she has taught me and carry it with me in my heart and in our songs. Lola hears the music and smiles. She stands up and begins to sway, fingers dancing, hips grooving. If you want to hold on, you gotta sing your songs, I say. We sing and hum and belt along. My summers are always filled with song. The end. Book number 2. Old Friends. Words by Margaret, Aitken, and pictures by Lenny. And I gotta tell you, there's something suspicious about this old friend. Old Friends. Marjorie loved growing seeds into gardens, knitting cozy creations, and curling up in front of her favorite baking show. If only she could find someone who loved these things too. Someone like Granny. The kids in the neighborhood were great, but none of the other kids got excited about yarn and yard work the way Marjorie did. Who could Marjorie ask for help if her scones were sunken? Or if her sweet peas got slugs? Marjorie missed Granny so much. Then one day she saw a sign. It's at the community center and it says Senior Citizen Friends Group. Every Saturday, 10 a.m., gardening, crafting, baking. Join us for a cha cha cha. New members welcome. Marjorie had no clue what a cha 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 was, but she longed for a friend who loved gardening, crafting, and baking. The thought of it gave her a wonderful feeling, like she'd just baked the world's most delicious berry apple crisp. So on Saturday morning, Marjorie packed her knitting needles and headed to the community center. She was just about to enter when, stop right there, young lady. That's for seniors only. Kids Club is that way. Marjorie sighed. How would she meet a friend now? She walked and walked and walked some more. She thought about Granny. Granny didn't let knots in her knitting hold her back. Granny's cake didn't rise. She washed her bowls and started again. Granny didn't give up easily, and neither would she. Marjorie knew just what to do. It was time for a cardigan camouflage. Marjorie sprinkled some flour, perched some glasses, and with a few floral scarves knotted, some lavender perfume spritzed, and her mom's woolly cardigan buttoned, she was undercover Granny. Wearing her disguise, Marjorie sneaked past the receptionist and slowly opened the door. There to welcome her was a friendly smile. "Hi, I'm Arthur. Look, there are people baking, and people knitting, and people gardening." Arthur showed Marjorie around and introduced her to the group. She learned a new knitting stitch from Patrick, gathered the latest gardening tips from Betty, and got a scrumptious new recipe from Jill. Marjorie was having a blast with her new friends until it's that time you've all been waiting for. Let's cha cha cha. Marjorie slunk down in her chair. Dancing was not for her. See, she's trying to hide. She was about to make a quick exit when she got stopped by a samba sidestep. She tried to twist around the table but got trapped in a tango tangle. Her breakdancing breakout was a bust, so she'd just have to give the cha 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 a whirl. 1, 2, cha cha cha. 3, 4, cha cha cha. Soon, Marjorie was tapping and twirling so much that she didn't notice the flower puffing, her scarf slipping, and her glasses sliding until, oh no! Wait! Arthur shouted. Don't go! I'm sorry, Marjorie sniffed. I just wanted to make new friends. You did, said Arthur. But I'm just a kid. They both sat down. Can I tell you a secret? On the outside, we may look old, but on the inside, we still feel like kids. Just like you, everyone agreed. I hope you'll share that new knitting pattern, said Patrick. I'd love to hear more about your roses, said Betty. Jill chimed in. Can you help us learn some new moves? Please stay, they all said. Marjorie smiled. I'd love to. Something told her Granny was smiling too. And so, Marjorie became the youngest member of the Senior Citizen Friends Group. Until Frank turned up. The end. I'm kind of old too. See all those old records that I have? I love old music. I can't knit though, and I can't really garden. Next, City Day. Words and pictures by Glenn Brucker. What are those animals doing on the roof? These are animals that you normally see in the zoo or out in the forest. Why are they in the city? City Day. Summer was over. All the visitors to the forest had packed up and were heading home. The animals watched them go from the top of the hill. The cars looked like a huge snake slithering toward the city. Bear sighed. "I'll miss playing hide and seek with people." "And sharing their food," said Fox. "I miss playing who can scream the loudest," said Otter. "It's my favorite game." "Why don't we go to the city too?" asked Raccoon between bites of fish sandwich. "I have cousins there." "Me too," said Deer. "They always want me to visit." "I don't know," said Bear, who could feel a nap coming on, but Deer and Raccoon were so excited he shrugged and said, "Sure, why not?" Before long, the animals gathered into a large group and made their way to the city. When the animals arrived, the people were so happy that they waved their arms and screamed. "They're playing hide and seek, and who can scream the loudest?" said Bear, "just like we do when they come to the forest." "Let's play," said Newt. "Wait," Raccoon yelled. "First, we need to get a delicious cup of coffee with lots and lots of sugar. Humans always bring paper cups full of the stuff to the forest. I tried some once. It makes you move 20 times faster than normal." And all the animals agreed. Coffee first, with lots and lots of sugar. At a nearby coffee shop, all the customers left to make room for the new guests. The lady behind the counter wanted to play statue, but the animals wanted coffee. Raccoon made strong black coffee with lots of sugar. The coffee did make the animals feel zippy and a bit jittery. They were all about to race out into the street when Raccoon yelled, "Stop! We have to pay first!" "Pay?" said Porcupine. "Oh, what's that?" "Hey, no," said Skunk. "It's like when we leave behind our treasures, like otter shells and those wonderfully smelly lumps from my fur." Um, uh, Coffee's free today," whispered the statue woman. "Thank you," said Moose. "We'll play statue with you another day." Outside the coffee shop, people in cars welcomed the animals by honking and screeching their tires. One car hit a fire hydrant so the animals could drink some water or take a shower after their long journey. But there was no time for that. They had the whole city to see. The animals flew through stores, museums, and art galleries, rearranging things and tossing stuff around, the way the people did when they came to the forest. The bighorn sheep and mountain goats climbed the highest buildings, playing peekaboo with the people inside. Just when the animals thought that they couldn't get any better, a line of cars with flashing lights drove down the main street. "It's a parade," Otter said. "For us!" When the cars got close to the animals, the people inside climbed out. "Round them up!" they yelled. "Let's play hide and seek with them," said Fox. "The city has some great hiding spots." The people with the nets chased the animals all over the city, but they were slower, and their faces turned red when they had to run fast. The animals were getting tired too. It had been a jam packed day, but it was time to go home. Raccoon and Deer decided to stay and visit their cousins, but the rest of the animals let the people with the nets scoop them up and put them in big trucks. Bear even got to go on a helicopter ride. When they got back to the forest, the animals tumbled out of the trucks and fell right asleep, dreaming about taking another trip to the city next fall. Even their favorite park ranger couldn't wake them up. The end. That's it. What are you waiting for? No more books. Go home. Oh, I forgot. Okay, here we go. Put your fist out. Put your pointy finger out. And your pinky finger out. And your thummy finger out. And wiggle them a little bit. Here we go. You ready? I love you. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. I love you. I love you. I love you. Goodbye. I love you. See you next time.